for growth. Explore it.
I also have to admit also that your family was such a huge support in the
Mhm.
crowd. I had an opportunity to speak to your father.
Oh
Uh,
wow. Yeah.
you say he didn't know I was gonna invite you,
Yeah.
and just talking to him, listening to the way he thought of you was
Mhm.
very invigorating.
Mhm.
And you know, speaking about your book, Kevin and I, we sometimes have book authors, and we talk about like a book is a piece of consciousness that we write on paper.
Mm.
When you wrote this book, where did your creativity how did your creativity challenge you to start
Yeah.
writing that book?
Yeah. I definitely think just like I was like on my like in my room, like on my desk, and I had started with loose leaf paper, so I was writing it down like on my hand, like handwriting it first. And I think that just like letting I think it was in May, yeah. So just like kind of like springtime, just letting like the whatever was happening during that time, I was just like allowing my thoughts to just go, right? And just flow. So I don't even know, like, honestly, what state of mind that I was in at 13 years old. I just was like, just being ambitious, honestly. And I remember the first thing I did to make it really come to life was I went on Canva and I made the book covers, and I put like my face like in the middle of like I don't have that now, but like I put my face like in the middle of it, and I think I was like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Like I was just like, that's kind of like my creativity where I was just like adding flowers everywhere, like doing all these. I still have those covers to this day like on Canva, but it never, obviously came to the final draft of what it is today. But I think that's where that initial creativity, like seeing something in a visual form, like seeing what it could be, like at that early age, I think that motivated me, and that kind of reignited my ambition to like, oh, like let's actually just start writing stuff down, and let's make these book covers come to life. So I think that creativity of starting to write came from seeing that visual first of what this could possibly be, and also reflecting back on that documentary with Michelle Obama and the Becoming documentary, and seeing her book signing, and thinking maybe that could be me one day. And I didn't, and like honestly, like, even this opportunity that I had got from London Public Library. I remember my mom was talking to me. She was telling me, like, I think it was in 2023 when I officially published it, like, oh, you should contact the library and stuff. And I had never like done that officially. And then it came down to this year, and I did contact the library, but it wasn't even like I didn't get like the answers that I needed necessarily. And then I got a phone call, and it was like, wow, like this just it came into my lap almost, like just setting the intention and putting like just like I think just even doing certain things like the universe like pulls it back to you in a way. Like I believe in that. Like, it gives it back to you. Like whatever you put out, you're gonna get back, right?
Mm.
And I put that intention out there, and I did that. And I think even with the book, the creativity, all of these things just came together. You set the intention. You even whether you drew something or you wrote something down. Like even like putting like I put Taniyah Dream's gonna be a household name. Like my mom's like she writes house like affirmations all around the house. Like just seeing those things, seeing those visions, like it really motivates you to believe. And then again, like I would go back to like the believing and then knowing. Like when you start to believe and then you just start to, you have to have that imagination. Like that imagination is key. And I think no matter how old I get, I have to still have that imagination, because it's really like you are your limit. I think your mind is the one that's going to be the limit to your success. And that's the only thing that I keep thinking of. And even if my anxiety, I cannot let my anxiety tarnish my limitation. I cannot let my anxiety be my limitation, rather. I don't want that to be tarnishing my reality, what I see for myself, and what I even can't see for myself. There may be greater than what my vision is telling me. I don't know what the future is to hold, But that creativity that you're saying, it I feel like it stems from just like believing in self and doing something, like just being vulnerable to put yourself out there. Like that's where I feel like the greatest creativity comes from. So yeah.
I believe you're journaling through understanding that anxiety can be a great friend to you.
Mm.
And for those that have anxiety disorders or panic attacks,
Mm-hmm.
when they start learning that anxiety can be such a great colleague, a great friend to let you know how stressed you are, to make you aware how nervous you could be, it helps you prepare for those moments. And I believe what you're saying, you're journaling through those moments of looking at as like, I once feared you a little bit, but now we're becoming acquainted, and now we're developing a relationship. And then you can be thankful. Thank you, anxiety, for letting me know that today I'm stressed, that I need to rest. Or
Mm-hmm.
thank you that I have too much energy. My anxiety is telling me I need to go for a run. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and so I see how you're journaling through it, and your book is kind of tells us that a little bit.
Yeah.
I have one
Yeah.
more question. I know Kevin has probably like 1,000 questions I could tell. What chapter was the most emotional one that
Mm.
did bring some tears that you have to write?
Yeah. I think I actually talked about the library, but it's the one that's hype up yourself, because I think that's just a really like it's just a page, and I think that it's like you have to hype up yourself. Even with that LinkedIn post that you mentioned earlier, I have to hype up myself because who's going to do it for me? And I think that that can bring real tears to me, because it's like sometimes my self-esteem. I'm not thinking about hyping up myself. I don't even like I had another I'm a pro leadership institute at K University, and we had a recent bronze weekend training, and we have like this setup where like on a Saturday we have like a dance, right, in our like community. And I'm not a party person, right? But like I have like these influential leaders who are all around me. They're like, you know what, like just get up and like, you know, let loose. It's really like my anxiety is like, no, like no, no, no. Like my body's telling my body like stiffens, like my feet are stamped to the ground. It's like my body cannot let loose. And it's not that I don't want to, it's just that my body is like, it's like trapping myself. And it's like this interesting feeling. But I think that like when you just like allow yourself to be free, and like when you're saying anxiety can be your friend, it can be, you know, your colleague. Like I really like that because it puts it in a different perspective. Like anxiety can be protecting me from a lot of different things, you know, like maybe my body is telling me something, like maybe I don't want to do this right now, you know, or maybe I do. It's like that's why I feel like what you were saying, like building that relationship with your anxiety can be really telling to like what your body is speaking to you, right? Like even right now, I can tell that I'm a bit like amped up, nervous, but I know it's a good anxiety. I know it's a good feeling. That's why. And I know when it's not, you know, because it's like when you continue to learn yourself through this, you really know what is and what's not, you know. And that's I really like that, because that's all about what we're trying to do, like learn ourselves as humans. Like we there's so much things to learn about the body, the mind. That's why, like you're saying, knowledge is power. Knowledge, like the more you know, the more you're going to be able to have these different experiences, have these different, you know, things to tell, and like the transfer of knowledge to other people. The more that it's just so much that can happen. I think that honestly, I'm starting to believe anxiety, you know, it's a beautiful thing. Like, you know, I didn't, it's like sounds superficial, but like I feel like I don't know, because sometimes I can downplay my anxiety. I'm like, yeah, this I should get out there. Like, why am I like this? I'm 18 years old. I'm not having fun. But maybe my anxiety is telling me, you know, there's different fun out there for you in the future. Like, this is not the fun that you're supposed to be having right now. So honestly, that was really breakthroughing for me, because it's like sometimes I feel like I'm awkward, or like I'm not really having the stereotypical college experience because my anxiety is pushing me in the back burner. But no, like I got invited to a student group leadership conference. That's fun to me. I'm able to meet all these different people and have network connections. I was an orientation leader. Yes, I was scared to go up to new freshmen, but guess what? I had to reflect on my own experience as a freshman and say, hey guys, my name is Taniyah, and I'm here. I'm a public health major. I was just like you in your position. I had to create my script, my pitch, and I got there. I got through it. So I really appreciate what you're saying. Like this is real life for me. And I think, you know, anxiety can be I'm growing with anxiety. I'm growing with her. And I think even me naming her, giving her a pronoun, you know, like she's there with me. So
I like
this is
that.
really great.
Help us continue to embrace these human experiences and explore more about ourselves and others by just subscribing. You know, if you like our content, definitely like, comment, share it. But also, if you want to be part of our podcast, all you have to do is leave a comment and tell us what you want to talk about. Remember, this is the platform for the people, and we're here to explore those life experiences that are very unique to you and to everyone else. Don't forget to subscribe.